All right, now we're gonna make our jump rings. So I'm gonna need a pencil or something round to wrap the wire around. I've straightened my wire, and I'm ready to bend it around this mandrel or this pencil that I'm using as a mandrel. And a mandrel is just basically something that you can form metal around. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put this up against the pencil, creating a cross. Once I've created that cross, I'm gonna bend the wire over, making a large hook. So you can see there's a large hook there. Now at this point, I'm ready to force that wire around the pencil. Make sure you leave this excess long so that it doesn't dig into your thumb. I'm gonna use my thumb and my index finger here to push that metal up against the pencil as tight as I can and work this around, creating a nice spring or a coil. You want this coil to be nice and tight against the pencil and tight together. Now once I have that coil made and I bent that all the way down, I got a little bit of an imperfection there, but that's all right. This will make multiple jump rings. I'm gonna pull this off by twisting it. Now I'm ready to cut those jump rings from that coil. Now, we're gonna load our saw frame just as we always do. Make sure the teeth are pointing down. Put it in the top lug first. Put it in the top lug, tighten that down. Compress the saw frame, tighten the bottom lug. Now when you're sawing these, you want this to be right on the wood. You want it to rest on the wood. You do not want this to be overhanging the wood. If it's overhanging the wood, what you're gonna run into is you're gonna run into problems whenever you're cutting this, and you're gonna cut into your finger. So I'm gonna hold this now with my middle finger and thumb, and I'm gonna take the blade and I'm gonna cut very carefully along the edge on an angle like this. And I'm actually gonna cut into the wood. The wood guides the blade so that it doesn't move and it can't cut my finger, because your finger is exposed. So if you accidentally slide or slip to the side, it'll cut your finger. Carefully cut through. The top part is going to be scrap. That's the first thing that's going to fall off. That's a piece of scrap. The next thing that falls off is going to be a jump ring. All right. There's a jump ring. Now this coil will make more jump rings, but this is the only thing we need right now is we need this jump ring here. We only need one. We're gonna use pliers to open those up. And typically I use 2 pair of pliers like this. And then I'll open this up like that by opening it that way. I'm not gonna pull it apart. Now I can put this into my project, into the hole that I punched into my project, and then tighten it back up. And now I have a perfect round jump ring connected to my project that I can now connect to anything that I wish. Necklace, chain, keychain, and that's about it.